Let us take one more step further. Destiny of my present is my past self-effort. My past free will has resulted in my present destiny. And therefore, self-effort of my present will become my future destiny. Correct? What I am facing at the moment is because of my own past choices or actions that I have done, I have gone through. That is resulting in my present moment. And what I do in present will decide my future. Are you following? Are you following? Are you following? So my self-effort of the past is my destiny of the present, and my destiny of the present, self-effort of the present is my destiny for the future. Are you getting? Are you getting? So, past is resulting in the present, present will result in future. Number one. So, very, very, very important point that we all must note is that destiny is not a static entity. Please write it down if you need to. A very important point. Destiny is not a static entity. What do you mean by not a static entity? It is not that right at the beginning, before my birth, everything in my life was already decided. No, it is not like that. It is not like that. Why? Whenever I say this is happening because of my destiny, I somehow feel that that destiny is already done and dusted. It is already fixed. No, it is not. Destiny is a dynamic entity which I am deciding based on my effort at every single moment. Please understand. So what is said here? Destiny is not a static entity which decides everything. No. Yes. Every single self-effort creates a destiny, and with every single effort, I can change my destiny. And that is why when it is said, there are two kinds of views we come across. Everything in life happens according to your destiny. Second, you are the creator of your own destiny. Now, which of the two statements are correct? Both statements are correct. Please understand, both statements are correct. Why? Everything does happen according to destiny, but that destiny is something that I myself am creating. Are you getting the point? Are you understanding? So, when it is said that everything in life happens according to destiny, that is right. But don't understand that destiny to be something which is static, which is decided right at the beginning. No. Because if it is like that, then the life will become very, very different. See, it is like, I have exam tomorrow. Suppose it is already decided how many marks I am going to get. Just think of it. If it is already decided how many marks I am going to get, why? Because it is my destiny. If that is the case, then my putting efforts, me studying has no value. Why? Even if I don't study, I will get 80. Even if I study a lot, I will still get 80 only. Why? Because it is destined. No, it is not like that. It is true that whatever marks I get is according to my destiny, but that destiny is created by my own efforts. So I am creating my destiny at every moment. So my present destiny is result of all my past actions, is accumulative result. Even the one moment before what I did, that is also resulting in my present. And therefore, at the very next moment, what will happen is according to my past as well as my present. You understand? You understand? Are you following this? Are you following this? So, it is true that everything happens according to destiny. And it is also true that we are creating our destiny at every single moment. Actually speaking, self-effort and destiny are not two things. Veji, what is this? Yes. Destiny is other name for self-effort. There is one very interesting, some verses are there in Yoga Vasishtha which explain this point. One verse says, Praktanam Paurusham Tadvai Daiva Shabdena Kathyate. Daiva destiny is what? Praktanam Paurusham. Self-effort of the past is destiny in the present. And therefore, it goes on to say, Yatha Yatha Prayatnaha Syat Bhavedashu Phalam Tatha. As you put efforts, so will be the result. Iti Paurushameva Asti Daivam. And therefore, self-effort itself is destiny. Because we are looking at it from a different angle, it looks like destiny or self-effort. Are you getting it? Now, though both are same, one of it is in our hand, one of it is not in our hand. Huh, Veji? What we said? Self-effort is in my hand. Free will is in my hand. Once I perform that action, the result is not in my hand. Studying is in my hand. How many marks will I get is not in my hand. Playing is in my hand. Whether I will win or lose, that is not in my hand. But Veji, if it is not in my hand, then it is in whose hand? It was in my hand before. I have done something, now it is not in my hand. Carefully note. It is not in my hand doesn't mean it is in somebody's hand. No. It was in my hand when I had a freedom of action, but I have decided what action to do, then it is not in my hand. Then what is in my hand? I can decide how to reduce the impact of that loss with my self-effort that I am putting again. I can decide what is going to be my response to the situation or to the effect of that action. But the result by itself, when it comes to my life, it is not in my hand. It was in my hand in the past, now it is not in my hand. And that is why we feel that in the moment when things are happening, we are forced into that situation. We don't have choice. We get this thought because it is true that at this moment we don't have a choice on what we will go through. Where do we have a choice? We have a choice as how we will go through it. What we will go through is because of the result of our past actions. I have performed it, now I don't have choice about that, but I have choice about what I can do now. 6 months I have not studied, I can't change it. But today I can study, that I can do. Now remember, the result is going to be not just based on what I have done today, but also based on what I have not done for last 6 months. Let me explain. Some people put lot of efforts, one day, and then next day when the test paper etc. doesn't go according to their liking, then they say, what is this? I put so much of effort, still I could not. But you did not put effort for 6 months. 6 months you were sleeping, roaming here and there and doing all kinds of nonsense. That also will amount to its result or no? Right? So self-effort together is going to finally decide my destiny. I do have choice in my self-effort, but I do not have that choice in destiny, and therefore we should do what we have choice. What is the choice that we have? To put efforts. Now the next question that people ask, by putting self-effort, can I conquer my destiny? Okay, some destiny is there. Can I win over that destiny by putting efforts? Very interesting question. But the point is, some more questions need to be answered before answering this question. Number one, do we know what is our destiny? We don't know. Do we know how strong is it or how big is it? No, we don't know. We don't know. Now, if I don't know how strong is the opponent or who is the opponent, can I tell you whether we can conquer it or not? We can't. How will we know? We will know by when we start putting efforts. When we start putting efforts to win over our destiny, then we start understanding what kind of destiny it is. One very beautiful example that is generally given is, suppose there is a block of wood, and in that block of wood one nail, I can see nail. Okay, and somebody asks me question, in how many pulls can you pull out the nail completely? Now the right answer is, I don't know, I will have to see. Why? Because I don't know how strong is the wood. I don't know how big is the nail. I don't know how strong the nail has been put in the wood. As I start pulling the nail, I come to know all these things. I understand how strong is the wood. I understand what is the length of the nail. And finally, when I keep putting efforts, it comes out. Then I can say this much effort it requires. Before putting efforts, we cannot tell how much of effort is required to win over our destiny. Why? Because we don't know our destiny. So what is told in our scriptures is, put efforts. Put efforts. Put efforts till the time you change your destiny. Don't sit and decide, oh, how much effort is required. It is not a theoretical game. It is a practical game. Start putting efforts. Start changing the destiny. You will know how much effort it requires. Can I do that? Yes, I can win over my destiny. But can I predict before whether I will win over my destiny or not? No. Rather, there is no concept of winning over destiny by self-effort, because the self-effort and destiny are one and the same. Understand the thing. So, only thing that I have to keep doing is keep putting self-effort in the right direction. Situations in future will start to change automatically. I don't have to do anything. I don't have to do anything to change the situation. I have to put efforts in the moment. Automatically the result will come and the situations will start to change. Destiny is not in my hand. Self-effort is in my hand. I keep putting self-effort. Destiny will start to change. Now, where is the concept of Ishvara or Ishvara Kripa or grace, etc. coming in this entire thing? Now, when it comes to God also, people ask very interesting questions related to this destiny. Okay, listen to this question, very interesting question. Can Ishvara, Lord, change my destiny? Think and tell, okay? If you say, yes, he can change your destiny, then question is, why is he not changing? And if you say, no, he cannot change your destiny, the question is, how is he Ishvara then? Understand where we are. Can Ishvara change my destiny? If yes, why is he not doing? If no, how is he Ishvara? Now, can Ishvara change your destiny? Yes, he can. Will he change your destiny? We don't know. He can doesn't mean he will. So to understand this, let us first understand what is the role of Ishvara in this Prarabdha and Purushartha. So our scriptures explain to us that Ishvara is karma phala data. is the giver of our results of actions. We have Upadeshara, etc. also, no? Raman Maharshi's Upadeshara mentions Karturadneya prapyate phalam. Why? Karma kim param, karma tad jadam. Action by itself is inert, and therefore action cannot decide where to go, or the result of action cannot decide where to go. It is by the grace of the Lord that we get our result. So He is a deliverer of our destiny. That is point number one. Point number one. Okay. So He is karma phala data. Now when He is delivering our result or our destiny to us, please remember, He is not creating, He is not generating any kind of result. He is just giving it back to us. So don't blame God. This is a very difficult thing. You know why? Because our half of life depends on that only. Any bad situation happens, we start shouting, what is this, God? Why did you do like this to me? And why? Because we don't know what to take blame of the situation, so we blame it on God. It's because of God that I am in this situation. Don't blame God for your action. He is only delivering. See, suppose you write a very bad letter. Gone are those days, no? When letters etc. used to be written. But suppose you write a very bad letter and address it to yourself. Foul language, and you are giving all kinds of nonsense, you are talking, and you are saying all these kind of things, and you address it to yourself, and the postman comes and gives, and you read and you start shouting at postman, why did you give the postman is just delivering. This is a result of your own action, so don't blame God for it. Number one. Number two, God is giving according to each person's action. And therefore, He is not partial. Many times that is another problem with people, no? Oh, God is giving only good result to that person, and you see where I am and I am suffering. God is partial. God is not partial. He has done something good, therefore He is getting something good. You have done something bad, therefore you are getting this. He is karma phala data. God is neither partial nor cruel. Many people say He is very cruel. You imagine, no? All bad things He is sending people and getting people to do bad things. He is a very bad person. That's what it looks like, but God is neither. He is only delivering our own results to us. Is that it? That is what God does? No. He has one more important role, and that is He is enabler of our self-effort or free will. See, the role of God is in both. For destiny, God is the one who gives my destiny back to me. In self-effort, He is the one because of whom I am able to put my efforts. He is the one who is a preraka. Means what? I am able to perform my action is by His grace. I even get a thought that I should perform this action is also by His grace. In Ramacharita-manas, Tulsidas ji says, Ura preraka raghuvamsha vibhushana. Guruji loves this line very much. He says, Bhagavan Ishwara is in me and He is doing prerana. He is inspiring me to perform good actions. So He gives me destiny, my own destiny, and He also enables me to put efforts. And therefore, when people say that God is everything and everything happens by His grace, they are also right. Why? Because it is by His grace that we get our prarabdha, and it is by His grace that we are able to put Purusha Prayatna. So the topic of today, prarabdha, Purusha Prayatna or Kripa, destiny, free will or grace, all three are one and the same. Only difference being from which angle you are looking at the whole thing. Suppose you are looking at your own life in a negative sense, you will say everything is destiny, what to do. If you are a pessimistic, positive person, if you believe in action, you will say everything is my own effort. And if you are a devotee, if you are if you have understood the surrendering, you will say everything is His grace. So He can change my destiny, but He may not change my destiny. Why? Because that is what He wants. See, many times we see like this, no? When parents are giving some work to the children, they know that the children are making mistake. They see it, but they allow the children to make mistakes. Why? Because they know that it is the only way by which children will learn. Parents can easily solve the question, but that is not what is intended from them. What is intended? You facilitate them, you help them, but allow them to solve it themselves. Don't we as parents do all these things? Same way, God is facilitating us, helping us, enabling us, but allowing us to live our life with free will. Can He change my destiny? Yes, He can. Can He, what we say, influence my self-effort? Yes, He can. But the question is, will He? He may not. That is the point that we have to understand in this whole thing. So, what is prarabdha? What is purusha prayatna? What is kripa? We have understood. Okay. So, as seekers, what we should do? We should keep putting our efforts in the field that is given by God and dedicate that effort to the God. I am going to repeat this sentence because this is the most important sentence of the session. As seekers, what we must do is, we must put efforts in the field that is given to us by God and dedicate all those efforts to God. This is what is called as karma yoga. Do your duty as an offering unto Lord. Do your duty means put efforts in the field that is given by God. That is the duty field that God has put you into. Put efforts. Don't cry saying that, what is this? This is happening with me. Why me only, God? And why are you doing like this with me? And look at him. Don't complain. The field that you are in, that is the field your God wants you to be in. Put efforts. As you are putting efforts, keep reminding yourself that it is by His grace only that I am able to put efforts. It is by His grace only that I am getting good results of my actions. So whether you believe in prarabdha only, whether you believe in purusha prayatna, whether you believe in kripa, that is okay. What we should avoid is believing in different things at different times. Good things happen, it is by my purusha prayatna. Bad things happen, why God, why God? That is a very wrong thing to say. If good things are happening because of my efforts, bad things are also happening because of my efforts. If good result is coming by God's grace, then a tough result, bad result is coming by God's grace. Why? Because He wants me to be in that. And therefore, I must go through the whole life with this positive frame of mind that my freedom is in performing action and not in the result of action. And therefore, this is what Bhagavan Shri Krishna says in Gita, isn't it? Karmani eva adhikaraste ma phaleshu. And therefore, I should put my efforts with all my energy and feeling and then leave the rest to God. Do our best and leave the rest to Him. Why? Because it is in His hand my result is. So, I leave that result to Him. I do what is in my hand. Okay. So, this is the secret of self-effort, free will and grace. There is one very beautiful book which is published by Chinmaya International Foundation on the similar topic. It is called The Gordian Knot of Self-Effort and Destiny. It is a very small booklet actually. Okay. The Gordian Knot of Self-Effort and Destiny. It is authored by Swami Advaita, where all the points that we discussed so far and also some more points as to how to cross over prarabdha, etc. All such points are mentioned here. It is available online also. Many of you might already have it, right? So that is what this book is about. So please go through the book. You will get more information. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Hari Om.